Okay, now that we have the brows done, we're going to go ahead and start with the eyeshadow, and we've already primed our eyes, so we don't have to do that. I'm going to be using several different palettes, so I'll show you what I'm using as I use it. But you're just going to start with a nice neutral base, and I'm going to be using one that is very close to your skin tone, is very close to my skin tone. You want to make sure it is really close to your skin tone so that it creates an all-over just solid place to start, but it has a little bit of a gold tint to it. So that is what I'm going to be using first. To do is use a shadow that is close to my natural skin tone that just has a little bit of a gold undertone in it. I'm going to be using this one by MAC. It was part of this special Venomous Villains collection. It's called Sweet Joy. It's one of the ones with Cruella de Vil on it. I'm just going to take a large fluffy brush and coat your whole eyelid area. Now you're going to take a little bit of a smaller fluffy brush to blend with the next color, and we're just going to slowly build up the color so it is slowly smokier, but that there's a lot of transition in the color so it looks very smooth. So the next thing we're going to take is you just want to kind of get a soft, very light, soft taupe color. I'm going to be using these three colors mixed together to create the color that I want. I'm not even sure where I got this palette. I got it so long ago that it's totally falling apart, but all the shadows are still good. So I'll just mix these colors together, and it is very light brown. And just start at the corner here and go all the way in and up. Okay, then you're going to want to take a smaller fluffy brush. You're just going to use varying degrees of blending type of brushes. And then I'm going to take another pretty neutral colors. I'm going to be using the Naked palette by Urban Decay, and I'm going to be using Naked and Buck, this one, and mix them together and just contour more in the center of your eye. Go into the crease mostly. Then using that same brush, I'm going to take those same two colors and go underneath my eye all the way. And then using that same brush, you want to take a shimmery taupe color. I'm going to be using this one by MAC. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. I think it maybe is Bagaletti or something, or Baguetti, not sure. And then just kind of blend a little bit up here. Then take a light frosted shade, this one is Shroom by MAC, and go to the highest point in your brow. And then you're going to take a grayish purple color to start creating a little more definition, making your eyes look a little wider. I'm going to be using this one by MAC, it's called Quarry, and then I'm going to be using a domed fluffy brush to blend. And then just kind of go, starting at this corner to the point in your eye, the start of your eyebrow, kind of a curved shape, a lot like Lady Gaga does a lot. So you're just going to take a color that is very similar to that in a darker color. I'm going to be using Satin Taupe by MAC. It looks like this. It's this one. And I'm going to be going in that same sort of motion, but a little more on the inside and into the crease. Through the crease. And then up. And then just take that same brush and use a little on the corner here. Underneath. I'm going to be using a pencil brush next by MAC. Looks like this. And then I'm going to take kind of a darker brown that's still matte. And I'm going to be using this one right here by Smashbox Cosmetics. It is Sable. And then I'm going to blend this with Dark Horse by Urban Decay. It's in the Naked palette too. It is this one right here. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that, not much. Start here at this point, go in first and then down and create a V shape to start the smoky eye, and then just kind of blend it in as you need. Just make sure you connect it up. We're just going to add a little bit more highlight to it. We're going to take the first color that we started with and use a small fluffy brush. I'm going to be using this one right here. And then you're just going to go in that color and go into this inner tear duct area and carry it out into the bottom. And then you're going to take that same frosted color that you used in the highest point, the shroom, and just concentrate it right here. Then we're going to go in with some gel liner. I'm going to be using Eye Studio by Maybelline in Black is Black. And I'm going to be using, you can use whatever sort of brush you want. You could use a really thin tipped one like this if you want, but I prefer one that's kind of a point, and it's actually made for to be a lip brush, but I always use it as my eyeliner brush. It creates a nicer shape for me. It's this one right here. And what you want to do is just make sure this area in here is pretty thin, and then as you get to the outside here, thicken it like you would a cat eye, and make sure it's kind of blocked off. It's not too cat-like, because we're going to create more of a cat-like shape with a pointed end with a black shadow that we're going to go over the liner with. And just use small strokes when you're putting it on, and then smooth it out with long ones. Now that I have all of my eyeliner done, you can see it's kind of thickened in the corners here. I'm going to use a angled brush. I'm going to use an angled brush like this, and I'm going to go in with a matte black shadow to cover over this to make it a little softer and to create a kind of a cat shape in the corners here. So just take your brush and go directly over top where you've put the liner at. And then just take your brush right on the end and go up with it like you would a cat eye. Now I'm going to take a pencil liner. This is the Smashbox one in black. And just tight line my waterline and then go a little into your lashes. And now to blend out to smoke out the bottom lash line a little, I'm going to go in with the Dark Horse and just right at the corner here, just smoke it out a little. Go pull it downward with your pencil brush, down and out to the side. And you just do your lashes. I will curl my lashes, and then I will use the They're Real by Benefit.